Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. So guys, in this particular video, I will be discussing today's LTI Mindtree interview. So these interviews, I will be discussing two interviews in this video. So both of these interviews happened today only, that is on 21st November 2024. So guys, make sure that you're watching this video till the end, okay? Because every question that is asked in the interview are important for you because the same questions can be repeated. And also in the middle of the video, I will be also telling you about the resources from which you can prepare for your upcoming interviews for any company, okay? So if you have not subscribed this channel till now, please subscribe it. Do hit that like and subscribe button for this channel because every video that I'll be posting on this channel will be important for you for rest of the companies, okay? That which company is hiring, what questions are getting asked in the interview experiences, what are the coding questions that are getting asked. So all those things you can find on my channel. So for that, do hit that like and subscribe button for this channel, okay? And guys, do join this telegram group. This telegram group is dedicated for 2025 batch students, okay? So do join it. Lot of discussions regarding different companies are happening here. The link of this telegram group you will find in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. So guys, now let's start this video and make sure to hit that like button. Just interview wants to start the conversation and he wants to feel you comfortable, okay? So next question is introduce yourself. And if you're following this channel, you must be knowing that this particular question is the most important question of your interview because this can decide that where the interview will be led, okay? So you can include your education background, your skills, your projects, your internships, your extracurricular activities, your research papers, your achievements, any of such things you can include in this particular answer, okay? And the answer should be around 1 to 1.5 minutes, okay? So let's move towards the next question. Next question is give any three topics or subjects you are comfortable with. Okay. So the candidate for which I am covering this interview chose C++, OOPS, DBMS, and SQL. So it is possible that interviewer wants you to tell that okay, which subjects you are comfortable in. So based on your preference, you can give the answer and give the subject names. Okay. Next question is what is the difference between C and C++? So let's just discuss 2 to 3 differences. Whenever a difference is asked from you in the interview, you can tell about at least 2 to 3 differences. So C follows top-down approach, C++ follows bottom-up approach. C does not support function overloading, C++ supports function overloading. In C, you cannot use functions in structure, okay? So C does not support reference variable, C++ supports reference variable. So any of the differences that you know in both the languages which are relevant, you can tell to the interviewer, okay, and he will be happy. Moving towards the next question is explain projects. In short, only technology is used and proceed with another project. So simple, by this simple thing is that you, if you have mentioned two projects in your resume, you will have to explain all the projects in your resume. So don't do this that only if you have mentioned 2 to 3 projects, only you are explaining the first one. So ask the interviewer that which specific project you want me to explain. If you want explain all the projects, then go one by one, okay? Keep your description small, just focus on the main idea of the project. What does your project do? What is the differentiating factor of your project from other ones? Okay. So all these type of things you can tell to the interviewer. Now, if you don't know how to explain your project in the interviews, I have made a dedicated video on this on my channel. I will give you the link in this I button. Make sure to check that out. Okay. Now moving towards the next question. Different database languages DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. So explain. Okay. So DDL, so there are certain commands of DDL: create, drop, alter, truncate, rename. These are DDL commands. DML commands are insert, update, delete, select. DCL commands are grant and revoke. TCL commands are commit, rollback, save point. Okay. So just this thing, just you can explain every command in one line and you will be good to go for this particular question. Next question is explain quick sort, difference between quick sort and merge sort. So again, I have told you in your interviews, searching algorithms and sorting algorithms are very important. Okay, in the DSA part. So quick sort, what is a quick sort? It is just the splitting of the array of elements is in any ratio, not necessarily divided into half. In the merge sort, the array is parted into two halves, that is n by 2. The worst case time complexity of quicksort is O of n square, whereas the worst case time complexity of merge sort is O of n log n. Okay, so quicksort works well for the smaller array, whereas merge sort works well for the large array. I hope this difference is clear to you. Next question is, are you comfortable with the relocation? So based on your preference, you can say yes or no. Okay. Next is, what if you are allotted in a project that doesn't have your favorite tech stack? So let's suppose you like machine learning, but if you are selected in Deloitte, if you are selected in the LTI Mindtree and they decide to give you Java tech stack, so what will be your reaction? Okay, so you will have to tell to the interviewer. So whatever your reaction is, just always stay positive in the interview. Tell the interviewer that yes, you are ready to do any work, okay, any work on your any tech stack, because you are an engineer. Okay. Next and last question of this particular interview was any questions for the interviewer. So guys, whenever an interviewer is asking you that do you have any questions for me, ask at least two questions from him. Okay, so it will give a good impression. You can ask that what does company expects from me, what will be my role, what technology stack I will be working on. All these type of questions you can ask from the interviewer and he will be happy to answer them. So this was the first interview. Now let's just quickly move over to the second interview experience of this video. Okay, so guys, before moving ahead, I would like you to know that on our top made page of Code Bashers, we have important interview IT subject notes. Okay, so in these particular notes, we are covering total 12 subjects. Okay, so these subjects are C++, oops, important questions, Java, oops, important question and answers, Python, oops, important question and answer. Similarly, for DBMS, SQL, coding questions which are asked in the interview commonly, operating system, networking, machine learning and cloud computing interview questions that are very important and commonly asked, because many of you will be having project on machine learning and cloud computing, as well as managerial questions, HR questions. So in these particular notes, for total 12 topics we are covering, for every topic there is around 20 to 25 important interview questions as well as answers. These questions, if I will show you the sample of, let's suppose, Java PDF. Okay, so in this particular notes you will have 12 subject, 12 PDFs. Okay, so if I open your Java PDF, so there will be a proper question, there will be a proper answer, and if possible, then we have tried to explain with the help of code also. So for every topic we have tried to cover at least 20 to 25 important interview questions as well as the answers. So it does not matter whether you are preparing for LTI, Mindtree or TCS. For every company the subject, IT subject remains same, and then the questions which are asked are like clubbed into these single notes. Okay, so these notes are at a very nominal price of rupees 109. Okay, and you will get a lifetime access for them. The links, if you're interested, are in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. Till now total 1626 students have bought them, and you can see the rating is also 4.3. So these notes have helped many students across to for their interviews. For further details you can check the link in the description box. Okay, so the second interview's first question was again the introduction. As I've told you in the earlier part, it's very important question. Next question is tell me about your family. So your family background is being asked. You can tell that how many brothers, sisters you have, but what is your father's business or salary or mother's occupation. All these things you can tell to the interviewer. Okay. Next is about the project in detail. So again, the same repeated question from the previous interview only. This shows that how much important your project holds for the interview. So next in the project, what was asked, how this idea came into your mind. Okay, what are your challenges you face in the project? How did you resolve them? What are the technologies used? So these are some common questions which can be asked from your project. Okay, so let's move towards the next question. I've already discussed this in the first part of this video. Next is some HR questions. Can you work on weekends? Can you help your teammates? Okay with hybrid model? Why you want to join LTI Mindtree only? Will you be able to start up? So, or when you will be able to start up, like when you are when can be your joining? So all these type of questions, try to give a positive answer only. Okay, so it will be good for you. Next is what is the difference between overfitting and underfitting. Now, what is overfitting and underfitting? So this is a machine learning question. Okay, so their projects, this candidate's project was on machine learning. Therefore, this type of question was asked from him. So therefore, prepare your projects very well. Okay, prepare them very well. Technology that is used in those projects, questions can be asked from them. So this is a question from machine learning in which he had the project. Next question is what is the difference between unsupervised learning and supervised learning? Again, the same thing, the project related question. Yeah, and if you're doing machine learning projects, you should know these are the basic questions of machine learning. Next is what is the difference between microcontroller and microprocessor? So again, it is a random question. It is possible that interview wants to know something, and yeah, he's asking this question. Okay, so I hope this question is clear to you. The last question of this interview was SQL join types. Okay, so there are, as you know, there are around 5 to 6 joins. Once there is the outer join, inner join, full outer join, left outer join, right outer join, then there is self join. So all these are the different types of joints. You can explain in just one word, okay, or with the help of Venn diagram you can explain to the interviewer. So this was all for this particular interview. Okay, so I have discussed both the interviews of LTI Mindtree in this particular video. I hope both these interview experiences are helpful for you. Okay, and if you do not know from where you can prepare for your interviews, I have already told you about the important interview IT subject notes. All the subject, and for those subjects important questions are listed, questions and answers are listed in these particular notes, and these notes have been bought by 1600 to 26 students, and you can see the rating is 4.3 out of 5. So these notes have helped many students to clear their interviews. Okay, all the important questions of different subjects are listed here. Okay, it is at a very nominal price of rupees 109. So if you are interested, you can check out the link in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. Okay, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on this channel so that we can continue to make more such videos. And do join this Telegram group. Okay, the link you can find in the description box or in the pinned comment. It is dedicated for 2025 batch students. Thank you for watching this video.